Hi everyone, my name is Callista and I'm an erhu player.
My name is Gabriel and I'm a violinist.
So today we're going to be learning each other's instruments. So Gabriel, what do you think are the biggest three differences between our instruments?
Well, I think the first is that both of us actually have the instrument and the bow, right? But yours is stuck in between the strings.
Oh yeah, so that's actually quite interesting because a lot of people actually ask me if my bow can even be removed. So actually it can, but when we're playing it, it is caught in between both strings.
Yeah, that's really cool. Mine is actually not stuck in between the strings. It's detached from the strings.
Wow, okay. And I realized that you have 4 strings and I only have 2 strings. So that's why it is called the erhu. Yeah. So that's how the name came about actually.
Really cool.
Because hu means fiddle and just means 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I guess the third would be that we both actually hold it quite differently, right? Yours is quite vertical.
Oh yeah.
And mine is held horizontally while being on the shoulder.
Okay. So, and I realized that you have fine tuners. So we actually tune the same way, don't we?
Yeah, I think we tune the same way, with the big packs and fine tuners. Mine only has 1, but yours has
Yeah,
2.
I have for both strings.
Usually we have more if it's a beginner violin.
That's interesting. So, now that we have seen each other's instruments, how about you try it?
Yeah, okay.
Gabriel, so you're gonna try to hold the erhu now. So that's right. Usually we would balance our erhu on our left lap as close as possible to our pelvis.
Okay.
And okay, so we're gonna straighten it like this, and then our left hand to hold the instrument here. It's kind of like a handshake, and then we just support it like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you definitely relax both shoulders. And then we're going to move on to the bow hold. So that's going to be the tricky part because it is kind of quite the opposite from the violin. So an easy way to pick up holding the erhu bow is to do Spider-Man hand. So your third and fourth finger goes in and support it just nicely on the rubber tip, but not exceeding.
Okay.
Yeah, and the rest of the fingers just curl around it like a support.
That's fine.
So this is kind of the erhu bow hold.
Okay.
And maybe you want to try bowing now, open strings.
Okay, sounds good.
And then outer string. Yeah. So that's essentially bowing the 2 open strings. But something that you should take note of is that for erhu, we should always want to bow it as flat as possible. That's why we have this kind of like a protective tape here, because you want to balance this thing on it and it should never fly up.
Alright.
So you bow straight and flat.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you try again?
Like that?
Yeah, Gabriel is such a fast learner.
Really? Wow. Alright, Callista, now it's your turn. So firstly we want to just take a look at the shoulder rest. You see it has a certain curvature. You want this to rest very nicely on your shoulder, on your left shoulder. Yeah, and yeah, that looks good.
It looks fine.
Yeah, and kind of imagine that this is like a pillow, this chin rest here. You just balance it nicely on the chin rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Does it feel comfortable?
It hurts.
It hurts? Like where
the
it
chin
hurts?
hurts.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we kind of have this
The violin hickey,
yeah, violin
right?
hickey, yeah, exactly. That's cause that thing in between our neck. So
Okay.
with the other half, it's a little bit more
bow
difficult.
hold.
Yeah, the bow hold is the really difficult one. So first, let me just show you. You want to put your thumb and your middle finger in between this leather and the frog, and the rest of the fingers just really relaxed, like as if you're not doing like this. Just like kind of walking, and just try that.
Okay. So thumb and middle finger here, and then the rest just relax.
Yeah, and you want to have your pinky on top of the stick. Yeah. See if you can face a little bit that way. Just tap your little finger. Just try to have it curved. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah.
But you see, my pinky is very instinctively will straighten.
Yeah, I think because you're an erhu player, right?
Yeah.
The default is a straight middle finger. But for now, just I think having it sit on the violin, it's a little bit easier. So maybe we try put your violin on the shoulder first, and then we put the bow on the violin. So remember, thumb and middle finger in the gap between the rest of the fingers. Just try and just relax and let it drop down. Yeah, try not to hold the bow up like that. So just let the bow sit on the violin. Okay, and just tap your little finger.
Is this better?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think you got it.
So shall I try bow now?
Yeah, so try to bow maybe the A string. That's a good string to start with. Yeah, I think you got it. Yeah, pretty decent sounding already.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay!
Great, good job.
Gabriel, so I'm going to teach you how to play a scale now. And I think you would have no problem with it because the fingerings are pretty similar to how you would do on a violin. So a scale, we start on an open string. You think you can do that?
Bring it on, yeah.
Here you go.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, but your wrist has to relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come it sounds so bad now?
Because you're not going straight. Okay,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah. But I think the first try was.
It's
really
not
the
better,
best.
right?
Yeah, the
How
first
come,
try
huh?
was really the best.
I don't know what happened.
Go first try.
Lucky first
Okay.
try. Alright, Calista, now it's your turn to learn how to play a scale on a violin.
Okay.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same, I think, in terms of, it felt the same, just now when I was playing the erhu. So same thing here, same two strings, it's the middle two strings. Just remember exactly how to hold the bow and just give it a try.
Looks simple enough, but
Yeah.
I will try.
Yeah, I think you can do
Okay.
it. Give it a try. Middle finger. Okay, and we start from the D string. Yeah, sounds
that?
great, right? Yeah, sounds really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, the only
that
thing
a
is
pass?
that I think it's really good. The only thing that I would say to improve is the little finger. I guess it's really difficult for erhu players because you guys are really used to.
because now it's a different direction
Yeah.
to finger in, so it's
So I saw your
little
little
bit challenging.
finger being a little bit awkward there, like being like
Yeah.
kind of like don't know where to
Yeah.
be. So yeah,
Okay.
just we always want to keep a nice frame in the left hand like that.
We're now going to try to play a famous traditional tune on each other's instruments. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with the tune of Mo Li Hua. And I think you can take it straight on, right, Gabriel?
Let's give it a try.
Great!
Oh, and repeat, right?
Not
Something
too
like
bad
that?
actually
Okay.
for first
I
try.
think I got the melody a little bit wrong at the end, right?
Just a little bit. So
Yeah.
it should be 3, 2, 3, 5. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
great.
Great.
Nice.
So now we're gonna move on to the difficult part.
Yeah.
Trying it on a violin.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, very nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm quite impressed by myself
good job.
actually.
Yeah. And you kept it quite
Yeah.
clean also, so you didn't really touch the other strings. I think just now you were struggling a little bit with the other strings, but now
Yeah.
it's much cleaner.
But I think sometimes, with the string change,
Yeah.
so that one is a little bit more
That's the
tricky.
challenge, right?
Yeah.
With erhu you only have 2, but now you have like 4 and you need to
Okay.
Really good, yeah.
That's
good
great.
job. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, now we're gonna just practice a little bit on the Mo Li Hua that we learned just now and hopefully play it together.
Yeah. So look forward to our duet.
好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。
Okay, so now we're done practicing and we're gonna try and play it together.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 4.
Not too bad, right?
Bad, yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
So we hope that you enjoyed our little sharing session today about the erhu and the violin. And if you would like to hear more of us playing our own instruments, you can check us out on our IG, Facebook, and YouTube pages. So, any
Yeah.
last words, Gabriel?
Well, thanks so much for teaching me the erhu. I've always wanted to play it. It's really fun.
Really?
And also noticing like small little things like, this cute little bridge here. Really interesting and really fun. Thanks so much.
Yes, I really enjoyed myself because I've always wanted to learn the violin as well. But it is really difficult.
Yeah.
But I am so fortunate to have a good teacher with me today.
Yeah, thanks so much. It was really interesting learning the erhu too.
Okay, so see you guys.
See you all.
好一朵美